Hi guys, good morning. It's another day. I've woken up a heel over and quite tired, but optimistic. Let me show you some flowers that I bought from Marks and Spencer yesterday. Hydrangeas are my absolute favourites, and the colour of these, that every time I walk past them I think there's almost kind of like an iridescent quality to them. They're like purples and pinks and some little hints of green and really beautiful. I'm actually growing some hydrangeas for the first time outside and they're turning pink. And as I understand it, you need to put in something to change the pH of the soil to make them into like a blue or a purple. But I've been reading about it and apparently some hydrangeas will only ever get the edges of them pink. They'll stay white or they'll go a little bit pink. And looking at the pictures, it looks like they're the kind of hydrangeas that I've got. So I'm a little bit disappointed because I would love some blue hydrangeas. Love, love, love. I think I'm going to plant some at the front of the house next year. I'm already starting to look at winter baskets and things that I can put outside. So when I'm sitting here in the wintertime, there's something nice to look out onto. I realise that from what I'm showing you, there are no plants really. I mean, you know, some bits here and there. There's not a tremendous amount. The majority are like further down there that you can see. But I think I'm going to get some nice pots and plants and things that look nice in the wintertime. And I'm already excited to string up lights and Christmas. I've been thinking a lot about our Vegas trip. Last week, Lee and I got pretty far into, or the last couple of weeks, pretty far into looking into changing things in the kitchen. I still think we're going to do that, but we're kind of like holding back a tiny amount. I think the reason we got really giddy about it was separately, we'd both resigned ourselves to the fact that we probably weren't going to go on the holidays that we'd got planned. The UK-US corridor is like, it's not going to happen. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but I think we were both getting kind of frustrated and we'd set our sights on something that was a little bit more attainable, which was changing something in the house. And I don't know what it is, but this week I'm feeling a little bit more hopeful. And so I'm going to show you a clip of something now. This is sponsored by ITALO. They sent me some beautiful pieces. And specifically, when they contacted me and asked me if I wanted to try something from their website, I chose these things with the Vegas vow renewal in mind. And so just like in the back of my mind, I've been like, is this tempting fate to talk about it? And yesterday I was just feeling a little bit more hopeful. And so I'm going to share with you now what they sent me. But as I said, this next segment is sponsored by them because they did send me these items. So obviously I have unboxed this. As soon as it arrived, I couldn't not unbox it. But I'm going to unbox it again for you so you can see how it arrived. So I got this in each box, which basically just tells you it was packed in a safe environment. And then I've got information about returns and warranty, 60-day returns and a year's warranty on every item. And a certificate for the sterling silver of each piece as well. I also got a little envelope with a polishing cloth and a little gift bag, which I thought was a nice touch. Initially I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to wait to open it, but this is actually stuck onto the box itself, so you can open it up and it doesn't bother the bow. This is the box that it comes in. Oh, I just want to show you how this goes on because I've never seen a clasp like this before. But you pop it into there, I don't know if that's clear, and then it there's like a buckle on the outside that then holds it in place, so it's super secure. It's not even just a clasp. It's just so sparkly. It's so lightweight and comfortable to wear. The inside of it is totally smooth. There's no rough edges whatsoever. And although it's really, really bling, I don't feel like it's so crazy you couldn't wear it. Like, I don't think I would have to necessarily save this for best. I wouldn't necessarily wear it like day to day with my with my stuff that I go out walking in, but I think just, you know, if I was dressed nicely, this would go, it would just polish it off. One of these is extra exciting. I've actually left the tags on these just to show you what size they are. These are size 5.5. I'm like a 5, a 5.5. I'm a size J in the UK. And so both the rings that I got are in a size 5.5 and they fit perfectly. The one thing I would say about a ring like this is you have to get used to that feeling at the sides of your fingers. I actually bought a different ring that I wear on my wedding finger quite frequently and it's quite chunky at the sides. And I got used to it really, really quickly. But when I first put it on, I definitely felt like, ooh, I'm not sure.
And it is something that you just kind of like learn to live with. But the sparkle, and it's all the way around the ring. And because the stones in this are so tiny and it's like rounded, even though it's covered in the stones, it is a little bit more comfortable anyway, because it's not, there's no kind of like really hard edges or anything. I love this, that like from all angles, there are sparkles. I don't even know if you're ready for this one. This is totally the Vegas ring. This is the Vegas ring. I mean, how could it not be? It is possible that I have worn this a couple of times just sitting at my desk doing some work. I want to wear it all the time. The reason I'm not wearing it all the time is I want to keep it nice and shiny and sparkly. Of course it can be cleaned, but you know, at very least before I filmed the video I wanted it to be pristine. Has there ever been a ring more perfect for Las Vegas? I feel like someone from Housewives of Beverly Hills. They actually had this in emerald as well. And when it arrived, I thought, should I have gone for the green one? No, I think the pink is exactly right. A little bit of side detail. It totally depends on preference, but I'm not sure I would wear these together. I think that maybe it's a little bit much. I don't know. I mean, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, maybe I would. It's already a lot, isn't it? So maybe if you can wear a big blingy wedding band with any ring, it would be this. I do feel strongly that I need to get changed into like a cocktail dress while I'm wearing these things. I would feel right at home with Kyle Richards and Lisa Vanderpump wearing these. I've also just realised I'm wearing my A Pretty Mess vest top, which by the way, not affiliated with Eric Jane at all. Bought this years ago. Going back to ITALO, really, really good quality stuff. I think that if you're looking for a lot of sparkle on a budget, it's all really reasonably priced, but it looks and feels really luxurious. I mean, I just think that everything's really nicely packaged. And I've ordered other costume jewellery online before, and it's not felt as nice and high quality as this. Also, everything's sterling silver, so it's not going to rust or anything. It's just not super expensive gemstones, but everything still feels really, really sparkly and really high end. MMC20 will get you an extra 20% off, and they do free worldwide shipping. I'll leave everything I've shown you linked below, and obviously just their website. Let me know if you find anything on there that takes your eye, because there's tons of stuff that I would love. But the pink ring though. The pink ring and the tennis bracelet I think are my absolute standouts, but and now I'll let you get back to the vlog. I actually put the bracelet on yesterday and thought, I don't hate this day today, you know. So if you saw my live on Monday, you may have already seen these, but I thought I would kind of round out this vlog and show you some of the dresses that I've bought with Vegas in mind. So, you know, some of this stuff is going to have to go on eBay once I've tried it all on and I've shown you and I've decided what I'm going to wear. But I bought this tulle skirt. This is actually nuts. It's really pretty, but it's just too sticky outy at the sides. This was very inexpensive and new from eBay. And then I got a few high street dresses. These are all like never worn. This was from Lipsy. You can definitely find other versions of this or this exact same thing on eBay. I found 3 of this exact same dress. It's really pretty, but it's a bit hippie, and I'm quite straight up and down. It doesn't give me really a great amount of shape. This one, again, this is kind of the opposite problem. It's not cut for curves, but it also doesn't give me any curves. At some point, I'm going to try these on for you guys. But it's a very pretty dress, and this is from ASOS. It's really heavy, all beaded. This is one I've had since the original Vegas idea, since we were actually getting married for the first time and we thought we would do it in Vegas. I bought this. I think the brand was Twin Sister. It is full on, like, there we go, get it in the light a little bit, like a silver lame situation. And it's really gorgeous on, but I've never had reason to wear it because, come on. But Vegas though, this I felt like was more of a traditional Vegas wedding dress. Aside from, you know, if you went like the 50s rockabilly kind of route, like a short, smart white dress. And this is from Miss Selfridge. And then last of all, this is like the pièce de résistance. This is my absolute favourite. So this is from ASOS as well. And I bought this with, look at the sparkle as well. I bought this with the desert in mind because I'd seen these gorgeous, look how it like
how it hangs at the bottom is just so weak. My arm is actually getting tired, so I've had to swap. So I bought this with desert photo shoot in mind. I've seen these beautiful pictures of people getting married in the desert in Nevada, and I saw this and thought this is the most amazing colour, but also the back. Look at the back. I've actually tucked the bottom of the dress into the zip so it doesn't trail on the floor. That's not what that looks like. But the back of the dress is just the most gorgeous thing ever. And so, for just a second, I am allowing myself to get excited. We're all also supposed to be going to New York with the kids at the very end of November, and that is such a bucket list trip. We found an amazing deal because obviously during the pandemic, when you haven't been able to go on holiday, there have been some really, really good deals on holidays that you're booking just to get money into the travel places. But will you get to go, will you not get to go? It's kind of all a gamble. So we booked these trips because we found such good prices. And one of them was this trip to New York. I think it's 5 nights, 2 separate rooms. So I'll be with Ella, Lee will be with Milo. So loads more space than usual. December, we'll be there for the tree lighting. We could go and see the Rockettes Christmas Spectacular. All of the things on my bucket list. I've always wanted to go to New York at Christmas time. And I just, every time it comes into my mind, I'm like burst the balloon. Don't think about it because you'll be so disappointed. And last week, I kind of just convinced myself, we're not going, get excited about going in the summer instead. And so, I don't know, something happened this weekend and I thought, maybe it just kind of like, it sucks not to look forward to things to kind of protect yourself from being disappointed, because part of the fun of anything is the anticipation, especially holidays. So yeah, that's where my head is at right now. Excited, but nervous to be excited.